know.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Kelly, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Kelly, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. Now, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. My name is Brian Kelly, and we have... Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Kelly, and welcome back to another edition of Talk of the Town. Play last minute. Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Kelly, and welcome back to Talk of the Town. Well, it's that time of year again, the holidays. And so we have a special holiday show for you today. Matter of fact, we have a couple of guests I want to introduce you. I have John Nichols, the music director for the Quincy Choral Society, and my sister, Kathleen Ready.
Hello.
And so we're going to talk about music today. We're going to talk about some things that are coming up, some concerts that will be coming up in the future, so in the near future. So matter of fact, we should do that first.
Okay.
We're going to take care of business first. So
All right.
Stay with us, folks, now. But we do have, if you're watching this show and it's before December 13th,
right.
then John, tell them what they can see.
Well, we're going to be having a concert on December 13th called Joyful Traditions. And we're going to be celebrating our 35th anniversary season with a concert of holiday music featuring mostly the Messiah, but also here the klezmer music play, music for Hanukkah, the Way of Peace, a nice mixture of joyful holiday music. That's on December 13th, and it's going to be at the Central Middle School in Quincy. It's a new venue for us, the brand new, newly built Central Middle School on Hancock Street. And the concert starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is something different for us. In the past, we've been doing evening concerts at 6 o'clock at Sacred Heart Church. And some people, especially in the winter months, don't like to get out at night and drive. So we've moved it up to 4 o'clock in the afternoon for this concert. And tickets are $20. They'll be available at the door. Or you can go online on our website, www.quincychoral.org, and you can order tickets that way, too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
35 years.
35 years.
And how many years have you been with the group?
Since 1981, which is about 27, 28, I think it is.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed it?
Every minute, yes.
Every minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm going to remind you of that.
When you start to push up.
I was fortunate to be introduced to the group, and I've been singing with them for about 5 or 6 years now, and it's been a lot of fun. So.
And you know, Brian, we should not just call it the Quincy Choral Society, but the Quincy/Milton Choral Society, because about 30% of our members come from Milton.
Matter of fact, we rehearse every Monday night at the East Congregational Church in Milton.
Yeah.
But there are people that come from many towns. I know Ken comes up from Bridgewater, or
Right.
West Bridgewater, or East Bridgewater, somewhere down that way.
Marshfield, Weymouth, Braintree, all around
So
South
it's a real
Shore.
South Shore group.
Yeah.
And so it's been nice in the church, singing in the church. That's kind of a special space to be singing in. But it will be padded chairs now. They'll be comfortable, and there'll be plenty of washrooms for those folks that.
Yes.
They had limited washrooms in the back of the church, so it was always a little bit of a challenge. But so this is going to be great. It's going to be a big change.
That's our first concert of the season. Then in March we have a silent auction and a concert at the Quincy Catholic Academy, which is right across from the Sacred Heart Church. And that'll be on, March 13th at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And the admission for that is only $5, very nominal admission. We have a lot of great silent auction items at that concert. And the music is called Tradition, music from famous movies and Broadway. So we'll be doing Fiddler on the Roof, we'll be doing Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat, The Prince of Egypt, all those kinds of show tunes for the March concert. And then to wrap up the season, in May 1st, these will be choral traditions.
That's 2016, folks. We put this on YouTube. They might be seeing this like 5 years from now. So.
Okay. So May 1st, 2016, back at the Central Middle School, we will be doing choral traditions. And it's like the top 10 choruses of all time. We'll be doing the Fauré Requiem. We'll be doing the Battle Hymn of the Republic. We'll be doing Beethoven's Chorus of Joy. And we have a fabulous cast of 4 outstanding soloists, headed by Robert Honeysucker, baritone, Ray Bowen's tenor, Chelsea Beatty, who sang with us last year as our mezzo-soprano, and one of our very own singers, Kathy, did I say Kathy?
You said Kathleen.
Judy.
Judy.
I'm looking at
I
Kathy.
know.
Judy Stafford is our soprano soloist for that concert. Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great year. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, folks, if you're interested in maybe singing and being part of the Quincy Choral Society, go to the website. You can check out the information there.
We have auditions for new members in January.
Oh, there you
You're
go.
invited
This
to
is a
come
good time
to-
for this to
Yeah.
air.
You're invited to come to 3 rehearsals in January and learn a short piece of music and then sing it with another member of your voice section. And that's how you get into Quincy Choral Society. We're always looking for good singers.
Nice.
Yeah, no bad ones, Brian.
They let me in, folks. So they lowered the bar one particular week. I think John had been drinking before practice. I don't know. But anyways, but we wanted to tell you a little story here. We've had some fun with that. You know, it's been a great time singing with them, and has introduced me to a lot of music that I didn't particularly, listen to until I was introduced to it here. And I'm enjoying it. It's really been a great experience. And so I recruited my sister Kathy to come on board. And so she comes out from Westwood and she joined us. And lo and behold, my sister Kathy has this talent for writing. She's always been a poet and she likes to write stories and poems. And then one day she tells me about this Ho Ho Holiday song. So folks, listen up, because we're going to tell you a little story, and it'll all make sense to you in a minute. So Kelly, tell us how we get to the Ho Ho Holiday song.
Well, the Ho Ho Holiday song was actually it wasn't the song that was an assignment. I had to do a poem as part of an assignment in a college course I was taking that season. And I was a little overwhelmed with everything that was a lot of on my plate that year. And so it was very easy to put into words the things that were bothering me. My daughter and I had gone out shopping for a Halloween costume and found it among Christmas items. And I was like, Christmas already, after having a year prior that was pretty hectic, and I wasn't ready to take it on. And so I wrote the Ho Ho Holiday song. But I didn't write it as a song, like I said. I wrote it as a poem. And then my daughter happened to come in the room when she was in elementary school at the time, and she happened to come in the room when I was finishing up the poem. And she asked me, what are you doing, Mom? And I said, well, I just wrote a poem. And she said, can I hear it? And I said, sure. And try to make it a little bit more fun for my daughter to hear, I started singing the words instead of mouthing them and just reciting them. And I started singing, the ho ho holidays are here again. And I like that, Mommy. So I taught her.
A composer was born.
So I taught her the poem, but it was fun, and together we kind of worked it out as a song. And before you knew it, we were recording it in a friend's home studio to give it as a gift to my family for Christmas that year. That's how it came
It was
about.
a tough Christmas. So then you had the Ho Ho Holiday song. And then how did we get to, so folks, what I'm driving at is there's a song that she wrote, and John arranged it into a choral piece with the orchestra and everything, and it was performed by the Quincy Choral Society. As a matter of fact, we'll play it at the end of the show today. So if you listen up, so you're going to hear a song that's actually you're going to hear more and more of, and I believe it's going to be a big holiday tradition, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
And so, it's just unbelievable. So and that's called Simplify the Season. So tell us how the Ho Ho song went into the Simplify song. Tell us this.
Well, the Simplify the Season song it was written just for that reason. I wanted to simplify my life at that time. I am part of the sandwich generation, and I would say I was a club sandwich at that time. I had my daughter in elementary school, my teenage son Patrick in high school. I had 2 elders that I was helping to care for, my mother-in-law and my own mom, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. So trying to take on some of her roles and keep the family together, I took on putting on holiday functions for over 30 people. And
Well, she's the one with the biggest house in the family, so I mean, that's what you get, right?
so in the midst of planning family things and Christmas decorating and holiday shopping and caring for everybody and whatnot, I just felt pretty overwhelmed, which I think most people can relate to at some point or other in their life. And so I had begun writing the words to Simplify the Season. But then the assignment for the college course came up, and I switched gears and wrote the Ho Ho Holiday song. So I didn't finish the other song because it just got too busy, and I never finished it that year, the Simplify the Season song. But with the newfound music in me, I found myself humming the words that I had written for the Simplify the Season song. And before you know it, I had developed a tune, and the words kind of just flowed from me at that time. I did get stuck at one
You're a
point.
savant, what do they call it?
I don't know about that. I did get stuck at one point, and I have to give you credit, Brian, for helping me to articulate
it's a team
some
effort,
words.
right, John?
It was a team effort. I have to give you credit for part
Any of the words you like in
composing.
the song, you can give me credit for. And so you put it together.
So I finally put it together and shared it with you, and you liked the finishing touches, and shared it with John.
Yeah, Brian sent me a video of him performing it at First Parish Church
that's right, okay.
in Milton, and said to me, like, John, what do you think? I mean, I think she's got talent, but what do you think? And I immediately fell in love with it. I could recognize the heart in the song, and the melody and the harmony just all fit together so beautifully that I felt compelled to arrange it for orchestra. And we also submitted it to a competition. It's called the American Prize Competition. It's for composers, amateur composers. And Kathy came in as a semi-finalist in that competition.
Well,
Yeah.
you had a lot to do with that, John.
We all came in.
Yes.
It was a team effort.
Wait till you hear the song, folks, because it is a really special piece.
Yeah.
You know the lyrics?
I do, but
Just why don't you read some of the lyrics, the poem, folks? Because you'll hear it in the song, but just speak the lyrics out.
well, the reason the lyrics were written as is, it was a reminder to me to put everything in perspective and to let some of the things go that felt big at the time on my list.
Yeah.
I did want my family over, but I didn't have to have, place cards, and I didn't have
Well,
to
she
have...
might not have wanted all of them.
Yeah, there was a few I didn't. But this was to remind me to keep everything in perspective. Simplify the season. Recapture the joy. Remember, it's about one sweet baby boy. He lay in a manger one cold, starry night so that we could know his joy and his light. Little one, his only son, you grew to a man. You spread the word, people heard throughout the land, that all that really matters is kindness and love, forgiveness and charity, and
Strength from
Thank
From
above.
above.
and strength from above.
Yeah.
So,
And there's other
and then
verses
there's
as well.
more verses. So, but it was a lot of fun. And what amazed me, John, well, it was matter of fact when you watch we're going to put the video on at the end of the show. Watch to the very end, because you'll see Kathy is also singing with us in the choral group. She's an alto, and she's over on your right, and you'll see her. She was pretty. I got to tell you something, because it was like an out of body experience for myself. To be watching. I'm watching Kathy because I'm across from her, and to hear the song that she had dreamed up in her head, and have John put his magic to it, and then to hear this orchestra. I don't know how you. I mean, the choral group we rehearse a lot. But the orchestra, we don't have a lot of rehearsal time with this orchestra. And, Frank Grimes, who's from Milton, put together a team of people. And,
Yep.
I mean, I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about that time. It was just unbelievable. And I really, truly believe, there's certain things that happen in your life. And this song is going to change a lot of people's lives. It's just, it puts it into perspective, the whole holiday season.
The same thing happened to me too, Brian, at the first rehearsal. Like, you imagine what the instrument's going to sound like. You imagine how it's going to blend with the voices. But then when that first downbeat comes and people start singing with the orchestra and you get through 8 measures, I'm getting goosebumps now too. It's like God, Kathy, how'd you ever think of this? You
Well,
know?
John, I cried the first time I
Yeah.
heard the group doing it together. I
Yeah.
was not with them when you started singing. I was a little late to. I can't remember what happened, but I remember being there, looking
You
up
heard
at
from the back of the
from the
church.
back of the
Yeah,
church,
right.
or maybe you asked me to go take a peek from that section,
Yeah.
and I was just floored. I couldn't believe it was my song. When Brian says you made it magical, you
Yeah.
really did, and I'm really grateful for that.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
But it is special, and it was a fun experience, you know. But to hear the instrumentation with it, I don't know how you communicated it to them. I can understand you doing the 4 parts for the chorus,
Yeah, yeah.
but I don't know many. I don't know a lot of choral directors like yourself, but
Yeah.
to even integrate it with all the
Well,
instruments.
I find that's one of my fortes. It's not necessarily composing, but arranging and knowing what sounds good with certain instruments at certain pitches, you know, in certain phrases.
And you are
Each
amazing.
instrument kind of has their own way of shining forth. You don't want to have a trumpet playing something that's very soft and tender. A flute can't portray strength and grandeur. Each instrument kind of has its own way of portraying music. And you got to know how to blend them. I'm a chef. I put all the ingredients together. You know, come up with a great pie or a cake or
Well,
a
you're a
casserole.
world-class
you know.
chef, that's for sure.
Yes, I would agree, John.
So, folks, you're going to hear the song before we close out.
She's got another song coming down the pipe we're going to do next year. It's called Almighty Star. It's a fantastic piece that combines the feeling of Christmas, but also the feeling of patriotism. And I don't know if you remember any of those lyrics or not, but it's about one soldier. Do you remember any of that? Soldier boy,
Walking the line tonight, far away, protecting me.
Drum, drum, drum,
Sailor man,
drum, drum.
upon the sea
Drum,
tonight,
drum.
for now we see
Drum,
the fight
drum.
and hope for peace.
Drum, drum.
That, well, it
And
goes
it-
on,
it-
but
it goes on.
It's
Yeah.
a great.
Yeah.
It honors our veterans, and
Yeah.
it really brings back that family and
Yeah.
tradition, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
So,
It's
So that'll be
exciting.
next year.
so you submitted it to the magician.
yes, I did.
Oh, you're gonna
He's gonna do his magic.
I'm going to tell you, folks, one day we're going to be sitting here in the Quincy Choral Society in my vision. I don't know. Well, I got to just sell John on it. And Kathy, we'll do a whole concert, a holiday concert. And it'll be all original pieces
Yeah.
that will be just fabulous. So,
Thank you, Brian.
so folks, so if you're, again, if you're watching this before December 13th, 13th, right?
Yep.
Then come over to Central Middle School
Central Middle
in
School.
Quincy. Come
Sunday
on over,
afternoon.
4 o'clock.
Yep.
And you can hear, we're going to
Just-
perform
yeah.
Simplify
The season.
again.
Yeah.
And it's going to be exciting. So folks, what you need to do is go out there and simplify your season. We've been talking with John Nichols, the music director of the Quincy Choral Society, Kathleen Ready, composer and alto with the Quincy Choral Society. And my name's Brian Kelly, and thank you for watching the Talk of the Town. Stay with us and listen to the show, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.